Hey guys, Iceman here. So this is a very important video, okay? So stay tuned, bro. And before I get into this shit though, I would first off like to thank my new patrons. I got 2 new patrons, man. One of them is Ultron. Yes, this is the age of motherfucking Ultron. But Ultron is a new patron. Thanks, man, for your help and your support. And so is this fella I've been playing a few games with on here. Met up with him on Path of Diablo. He hit me up on my YouTube channel. Goes by the name of Arrow Lake. So thanks for your support, man. Both you guys and all my patrons. Really appreciate you guys for the help. But nonetheless, man, this is an important video. But shit, come to think of it, I think I already cleared the Chaos Sanctuary. First off, before we get to the important shit, I have a windforce and a gold dagger, okay? 100 MF. I could put this maybe on the throw barb, on the offhand even, if you wanted to. I don't know. There might be some use for it. This windforce, I took a handout, okay? You can talk shit if you want, but if you do, please do it in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. How much of whatever is Iceman for taking his shit? And we're going to identify this thing. I have 2 windforce bows already, alright? So I took this as a handout. I was like, what the hell? And thanks for that. Pete, I think, is who hooked me up with this thing. And he just wanted me to slam it in the video, you know? So we'll see what happens with this hog. And of course, you can have this hog back if you would like, Pete. He gave it to me like a week ago, so it took me a while to get on this. 7 mana leech. So I think it ranges from 6 to 8. So right in the middle for mana leech, and it does toad damage, obviously. Yeah, windforce is such a toad. But we're going to slam this thing, and we'll see if we get 6 sockets. What the hell? It didn't go bye-bye? I don't think it went bye-bye. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It didn't do shit. It didn't do anything. Right? Wait, did he give attack speed? Windforce usually gets 20 attack speed. It gave 15 attack speed? Yeah, I think it gave 15% attack speed. Alright. It's kind of unfortunate, because Windforce is such a toad. Especially if it's 6 sockets. And I made a few videos on the 6-socketed Windforce. That one of my subscribers hooked me up with to use to make a few videos with. And of course I gave it back to him. And I think that was Pete as well who gave me that. And check out this hog I found. 831 defense, ethereal sacred armor, and I think I'm gonna make a phoenix. I gotta trade for some shit though. I have Burr, Vex, Cham, several ums and is and all that, but I think I have enough almost to get a phoenix shield, and I have a nice 14% enhanced defense monarch. So I'll have to socket that thing and make a phoenix toad. But okay. I know that Green Dude watches my videos sometimes, and I know I've been taking a long damn time to get on to the point of this video. I just wanted to show you guys some goodies, you know what I mean? And probably advertise my Patreon page. I don't know. That's probably partly an incentive as well, but I'm getting to the good stuff now, okay? Because I know there's some of you guys who are going to be with me on this. There's a lot of you guys who probably be on board with this. Piece of shit. So the Javazon is kind of having a difficult time, I think, in Path of Diablo. Where now there are these new tiers, which are very nice, endgame content. And there's really no going back after you start playing Path of Diablo, alright? You really can't go back to botnet. Some folks do, but I think the vast majority don't. This is just Toad, you know, and there's very little, if any, cheating on here as far as I know. They're great at, you know, getting rid of the cheaters and shit, the botters, the map hackers, and all that crap. So, yeah, it's a nice, stable economy that doesn't get fucked, doesn't get tampered with or corrupted. So, Path of Diablo is Toad. And we all know that. So, it means to be playing next ladder no matter what. As long as, like, vast changes don't occur that totally ruin it. But, yeah, that's highly unlikely, right? Like, if not a damn thing changes, I'll still be playing next ladder. But here's the thing, is I love the Javazon, and I know a lot of you guys do as well. Like, Lightning Fury is such a toad skill, you know? And when I took a large break from Diablo 2, partly during the time when I was playing Diablo 3, which, yeah, that game sucks, everybody knows it. But I would always think back of Diablo 2 and the Javazon, and how GG Lightning Fury is, and just what a cool skill this is, where it just destroys all the shit on screen, and just how powerful you can get with it. You know, Lightning Fury is awesome. But the thing is, if you want to be an optimal Javazon, you only go Javazon skills. You know, you have some passives, but the bow hybrid thing is just really tough to make optimal, if not impossible, especially for endgame content like tier 1 through 4 so far. So you have these nice skills that you max out with the synergies. You know, you have the Lightning Strike, you have Lightning Fury, you have Charge Strike, things like that. And the problem is, in the later tiers, even if you have Infinity, you have this endgame item, right, that breaks immunities, so where you can be viable against lightning immunes. You run into this scenario where there are several enemies, especially in the tiers, in which Infinity cannot break their lightning immunity. So then you just gotta jab them and stuff, and generally you get your ass kicked. You just can't really defend yourself against them. And what happens is I find myself not even playing with the Javazon for endgame stuff. I do like tier 1 sometimes, but outside of that, it's just a pain in the ass doing the other tiers because of the enemies where Lightning Fury or Conviction doesn't break their lightning immunity. So here's my proposal, alright? This will fix this shit. Those Sigil charms have been added to the game, Path of Diablo. They're really GG. This character I don't think has one. Yeah, but it's just a grand charm that, of course, modifies your skills is generally what it does. Like for the, there's one for Bone Spear where it now shoots 2 additional projectiles for the Necromancer, right? It modifies their skills. And the Barbarian, for example, has a Toad one. It converts 50 to 60% of their frenzy damage to magic damage. And that was my concern with the Barbarian. It's like, well, it's going to be a bitch playing the Barbarian in Path of Diablo because there's going to be a lot of physical immunes, of course. So you're going to have to, like, bash them individually, or berserk them, rather, individually, as was in the old days. But that's not the case anymore, because you can just hack away at the physical immunes now if you have that Sigil, because you do a ton of magic damage against them, right? And that's GG. So what I'm thinking is this. There should be a Sigil. What if there's a Sigil that can be added to Path of Diablo? There could be a few takes on it, right? One of which could be, it could be like the Barbarian one, and it could apply to either Lightning Strike or Lightning Fury. Lightning Fury would be a lot of fun, but it might be OP, I don't know. Where it, say, now these numbers could be manipulated some, but where it would do similar to what the Barbarians does. You throw a Lightning Fury, and about 40% of this damage now that you see here, the 2900, about 40% of that is converted to magic damage, rather. In which case, you could kill those lightning immunes that Infinity can't break, because you'd be hitting them with magic damage like crazy. That would be GG. Or, there's another scenario. This one might be more favorable, for me anyway, where there's a Sigil that you have to attain that is like the Throw Barbarian, the Ethereal Throw Barbarian, and how Ethereal Throw works, where you throw the little item and it shoots out a Fist of Heavens-like effect, and all those little holy bolts do 60% of your weapon damage, and they do their own magic damage as well. Now, one could say, well, just go play the Ethereal Throw Barbarian, but the problem is, you know, Mies don't want to do that. You know, Mies want to play the Javazon, and I know there's a lot of folks who want to play the Javazon. And it would be GG if they could be comparable, and if they could compete with the Throw Barbarian in these ways, where you could do all the tiers. Like I said, Lightning Fury might be too OP, I don't know. But I definitely play as it, if it did physical damage as well, with all the lightning bolts. But that's why you could have it applied to Lightning Strike, rather, where about 60% of your weapon damage would be added to this lightning damage. Not converted, but added. You know, where all these little lightning bolts, they'll do the damage they do now, which is 3,700 for this character. And in addition to that, they do 60% of your physical damage. This would make for more build diversity, I think, because then you could decide, do I want to go for Infinity Endgame, or do I want to have a Might Merc, rather, who's Act 5? Because maybe I want more physical damage now. Because, you know, there's a certain amount of that converted to Lightning Strike. Or Lightning Fury, for that matter. I think it'd be Toad if it were applied to Lightning Fury. That might be asking too much, I don't know. But just some viable area of effect, you know, Lightning Javelin skill that converts the damage partly to magic, or adds, rather, physical damage to it. Because then you could do all the shit in the game, you know? You won't be pigeonholed into just doing certain areas. Even with Infinity, like I said. Like, I really want to be running the tiers. And Javazon's just one of my favorite characters, and I've played the Ethereal Throw Barbarian, but it just gets... it's not the same, you know? There's definitely a place for that build, but the Amazon is just one of my favorite characters. And Lightning Fury is GG. It's just a really fun skill to use, as well as the other options that they have. Charge Strike for bosses, and Lightning Strike can be used. It's kind of useless right now, I think. But say that one of those sigils were to add, you know, physical damage to the Lightning Strike, then that would be a skill you'd be using all the time, in addition to Charge Strike and in addition to Lightning Fury. So there'd be a lot of gameplay variety in that, you know? Because all of a sudden you'd be using all three of those skills. You'd be using Lightning Strike against the ones that Infinity doesn't break their immunity toward. You'd be using Charge Strike against all bosses. And you'd be using Lightning Fury for everything else. So it would add even more gameplay diversity if you were to go this route in implementing this new mechanic to the Javazon. But I mean, let me know what you guys think about that shit in the comments below. And which option that I presented would you prefer? Or do you have another option you'd want to prefer over that other shit? And like I said, I know that Green Dude watches some of my videos, and he's the guy behind Path of Diablo, so he made a GG Diablo experience with Path of Diablo, you know, with help of others, of course. But yeah, I really recommend all you guys get up on here. This is tight, playing Path of Diablo, and I'll be back, you know, next season no matter what. And he also has a patron where you can support him, and you know, the more monies he gets, the better, because you know, he's going to be able to invest more time into stuff like this and make Diablo 2 really last. You know, we don't know what the future has to offer, if Diablo 4 is even going to happen, and if it does, is it going to be shitty like Diablo 3, you know? We don't really know. So it's great to give someone incentive who had the know-how and the ambition to add such a Toad Diablo 2 experience with Path of Diablo. So yeah, y'all can support him on Patreon if you want as well. But I mean, if you are watching this, Green Dude, I appreciate it if you let me know your thoughts on this as well. And all you guys else, you know, who are watching the video, like I said, I'd be curious to, you know, get a conversation going about this shit. Because the Javazon, like I said, is just one of my favorite characters. And it would be really nice to make them viable and competitive with the other characters. For doing the tiers and all the content. So, comment below your thoughts on the matter. Like this damn video if you will. Peace be with you.